Grade 10 Geography, first lesson. Today also we are discussing about the first lesson, Grade 10 Geography, first lesson. The composition of the earth. The composition of the earth. The composition of the earth. Under this topic, we discuss about the three subsystems of the earth. Four subsystems of the earth: atmosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere. Especially we discuss about the atmosphere, lithosphere, and hydrosphere and biosphere. Lastly, we discuss about the hydrosphere and structure of the atmosphere and hydrosphere. ජලගෝලය, වායුගෝලය ඒ ටික තමයි අපි අන්තිමට කතා කරේ. මතකද? We discuss about the boundaries of the biosphere also. We discuss about the boundaries of the biosphere. දැන් මතකයිද? Boundaries මොනවාද කියලා මතකයිද biosphere එකේ? What are the boundaries of the biosphere? In the lithosphere, the layer in which the root system of plants is spread and where soil organisms live. Boundaries of the biosphere. In the lithosphere, the layer in which the root system of plants spreads and where soil organisms live. Then we discuss about the boundaries in the hydrosphere. Boundaries of the biosphere in the hydrosphere. ජෛවගෝලයේ සීමා ජලගෝලය කොච්චර දුරට තියෙනවද? ජෛවගෝලය ජලගෝලය තුල කොච්චර දුරට ව්‍යාප්ත වෙලා තියෙනවද කියන එක තමයි මේකෙන් අදහස් දෙන්නේ. The ocean bed in which a sufficient amount of sunlight penetrates for the process of precipitation, photosynthesis, for the process of photosynthesis. The ocean bed in which sufficient amount of sunlight penetrates for the process of photosynthesis. Then we discuss about the boundaries in the atmosphere. Boundaries of the biosphere in the atmosphere. What are the boundaries? The limit where birds fly. Yes, the limit where birds fly. පුතේ මේවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම boundaries මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. We discuss up to this. මෙච්චරයි නේද අපි discuss කරලා තියෙන්නේ?
Yes.
Yes. There are interaction between plants, animals, ශාක සත්තු අතර අන්තර් සම්බන්ධතාවයක් තියෙනවද? Yes. There are interaction between plants and animals. ශාක සත්තුන්ට ඕන වෙනවා, සත්තුන්ට ශාක අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා නේද? Plants provide food, shelter, habitats for animals. Animals help to grow forests, distribute seeds, and pollinate. I think we discussed them also. Most of human activities have become a strong threat to the biosphere. Also, we discuss about them. Destruction of forests, erosion of the surface soil, destruction of biosystem. We discuss about them. Today we have to discuss about the structure of the earth. You write down the topic. I think you have written. Structure of the earth. After the studying of composition of the earth, you would be able to understand the structure of the earth in this lesson. The structure of the earth is composed of three main layers. What are they? What are the three main layers? You can see according to this diagram.
Crust, mantle, core.
Crust, mantle, and core. Core. These are the three main layers. Crust, mantle, and core. Crust, there are two types. Before this, we have discussed. There are two types. Crust.
Oceanic crust, continental crust.
Yes, continental crust and oceanic crust. Crust එකේ කොටස් දෙකක් තියෙනවා. Continental crust and oceanic crust. Mantle also there are two types.
Outer,
Upper mantle and
upper mantle, lower
mantle. Core also two types. Outer
inner core, outer core.
inner core. Outer core, inner core. Okay, you write down the topic. Structure of the earth. Put his stomach and write down. Structure of the earth. You write down. The structure of the earth is composed of three main layers. Three main layers. Three main layers. The structure of the earth is composed of three main layers. Three main layers. Three main layers. What are they? Put number 1, you write down crust. Crust. කබොල කියලා සිංහලෙන් කියනවා. Crust, කබොල. Crust, there are two types. Crust also there are two types. Crust two types. What are they? Now you know.
Continental crust.
Continental crust and
Oceanic
oceanic
crust.
crust. Continental crust and oceanic crust. Continental crust. Oceanic crust. Continental crust, oceanic crust. Then you write down mantle. core. Core.
this mantle එකේ කොටස් දෙකක් තියෙනවා නේද?
Yes, there are two types. Mantle, there are two types. Core also two types. Mantle, here you write down upper mantle, upper mantle, lower mantle, upper mantle and lower mantle. Core, there are two types. What are they? Core,
Inner core, outer core.
inner core and outer core. Inner core and outer core. You write down. Inner core, outer core. You write down. Do you know the Sinhala word for crust, mantle, core? I think it is also important for you. You should know about them. Huh? Crust, kabala, mantle, pravaranaye, core, haraya, core, haraya. Okay, then we have to draw the structure of the earth. Have you finished? Have you
Yes, ma'am.
finished? Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Then you draw, firstly you draw this one. This one. You draw this one. Inner core, outer core. These two core. Here, outer core. This area, outer core. Then mantle also two types. Lower mantle, upper mantle. But crust we can't show here outer continental crust and oceanic crust, because only ocean area has oceanic crust. Only continental area has continental crust. So you write down crust here. It may be continental crust or oceanic crust. This area here, lower mental. This area. Lower mental. Then upper mental, here upper mental. Lower mental, upper mental here. Can you see the area? Have you finished?
No, madam.
But in this area is called as crust. මේ ඉහළම කොටස crust එක. Here crust. Sometimes it may be continental crust or oceanic crust. Ocean එකක් තියෙන ප්‍රදේශයක් නම් oceanic crust වෙනවා. Continental area එකක් නම් continental crust වෙනවා. Have you finished? You can understand about this according to according to this diagram also. This is a cross section of taken from here. You can see here crust. This area here, upper area is called as crust. Then mental. This area mental. upper mental and lower mental. Here, upper mental and lower mental. We have to learn about this furthermore later. We have to discuss about this cross section again. So now no need to draw. Here, outer core and inner core. Outer core and inner core. Okay, then we are going to discuss about the special characteristic of crust. Special characteristic of crust. Okay, you write down subtopic, special characteristic of crust. The special characteristic of the crust. Special characteristic of crust, you write down. What are the special characteristic of crust? What are the special characteristic of crust? It belong to the lithosphere. Crust එක අයිති වෙන lithosphere එකට නේද? It belong to the lithosphere and continents about 1% of the total land mass of the earth. ශිලාගෝලය කියන එකට තමයි crust එක අයිති වෙන්නේ. තේරෙනව නේද? It belong to the lithosphere. It belong to the lithosphere. ශිලාගෝලයට තමයි අයත් වෙන්නේ. And continents consist about 1%. Consist about 1% of the total land mass of the earth. පෘථිවියේ ස්කන්ධය ගත්තාම මේ crust එක කොච්චරද? 1%. 1%. Can you understand? It consists about 1% of the total mass of land mass of the earth. පෘථිවියේ ස්කන්ධය ගත්තාම පුතේ ඒකෙන් 1% තමයි මේ crust එකට අයිති වෙන්නේ. 1% තමයි මේකට අයිති වෙන්නේ. The thickness of the crust is not uniform. දැන් අපි කලිනුත් දැක්කා නේද මේ thickness එක මේ crust එකේ thickness එක මෙන්න මේ area එක ඒකාකාර නැහැ. මේක වෙනස් වෙනවා. The thickness of the crust is not uniform. It extends with a thickness of 5 kilometers in depth in the oceans and 60 kilometers in the continents. පුතේ මේ crust එක continents තියෙන ප්‍රදේශවල නම් මේකේ depth එක කොච්චරක්ද? thickness එක කොච්චරක්ද? About 60. දැන් මේ ocean areas වල continental crust එකේ thickness එක තියෙන්නේ about 5 kilometers. එතනින් එහාට crust එක නෑ ඉවරයි. continents වල තමයි මේ කිලෝමීටර් 60ක් විතර තියෙන්නේ නැත්නම් තියෙන්නේ oceans තියෙන ප්‍රදේශවල crust එකේ thickness එක 5යි. Therefore we can say the thickness of the crust is not uniform. It consists of rocks and varieties of various types of minerals. Rocks and minerals. මේ crust එකේ තියෙන්නේ rocks and minerals. Rocks and minerals. Can you understand? Rocks and minerals. මේ crust එකේ තියෙන්නේ පාෂාණ සහ khaniज द्रव्‍යයන් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Rocks and minerals. As well as they are very useful. Minerals are very useful. Minerals are very useful. We need mineral for various type of industries. The uppermost thin layer of the crust consists of soil. දැන් අපි cultivations වලට ගන්න මේ මතු පිට layer එකට මොකක්ද අපි කියන්නේ? Soil කියලා. මේක questions වල ඇවිත් තියෙනවා. What is the uppermost layer of the crust කියලා questions ඇවිත් තියෙනවා. මේ ළමයින්ට soil කියන එක බැරි වෙනවා සමහර වෙලාවට. The uppermost thin layer of the crust consists of soil. පස තමයි ඉහළම තියෙන layer එක crust එකේ. It continuously develop through the process in the bioenvironment. මේ crust එක මත තියෙන soil layer එක, මේ උඩම තියෙන layer එක මොකද වෙන්නේ? Continuously develop through the process in the biosphere. Plants, animal parts වැටිලා මොකද වෙන්නේ මේක? හැම වෙලේම develop වෙනවා. පස නිර්මාණය වෙනවා. පස වර්ධනය වෙනවා නිසානේ. The crust is divided into two parts according to its location. What are they? According to its location. Crust.
Continental crust, oceanic crust.
Yes, according to its location, continental crust and oceanic crust. Continent එකේ locate වෙලා තියෙනවා ඒක continental crust. Oceanic crust එක තියෙනවා ඒක oceanic crust. Okay. You write down. It belongs to the lithosphere. Next point you write down. It belongs to the lithosphere. Did you write?
Yes, ma'am.
It belongs to the lithosphere. It consists about 1% of the total mass of the earth, total land mass of the earth. It consists of about 1% of the total land mass of the earth. Have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Next point you write down. The thickness of the crust is not uniform. The thickness of the crust is not uniform. Next point. It consists of rocks and minerals. It consists of rocks and minerals. Next one. Use the red color pen and write down. මේක questions අහන විදිය අනුව මෙතන අමතක වෙනවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. කෙටි paper එකේ එනවා. මේ uppermost layer එකට මිනිස්සු කරන හානි ලියන්න එනවා. එතකොට uppermost layer එක දන්නේ නැති වෙනවා. නේද? The uppermost thin layer of the crust consists of soil. The uppermost thin layer of the crust is consist of soil. මේක question එකක් අහන්න පුළුවන්. What is the uppermost thin layer of the crust? එතකොට දැන් මේක soil කියලා answer එක ආවේ නැති කෙනාට next question එකට ඊගා part එකට answer කරන්නත් බෑ. ඊගා part එකේ අහන්න පුළුවන් what are the human activities which affect to destruction or destruction of it? What are the human activities which affect to adversely for it? ඒ වගේ question එකක් එන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට දැන් මේ uppermost thin layer එක මොකක්ද එහෙනම්? What is the uppermost thin layer of the crust?
Soil.
Soil. You write down. The uppermost thin layer of the crust consists of soil.
කණිමේ පොඩ්ඩක් දාන්න. හරි ටීචර්.